Bada bing, bada boom, bada bam, man. How's it going, you guys? Alright, we finally got the whole squad here. Alright, we got the YouTube Kingdom right here. Then, of course, we have the Kingdoms of Podcasts, man. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Alright, we have another episode. Matter of fact, before we even get into this shit, alright, every video, I just want to say, man, hey, listen, happy Tuesday to everybody. Alright, it's almost midnight, so it's gonna be, so, hell, happy Tuesday and happy Wednesday to everybody. I hope that your week is going awesome so far, and I hope that y'all week, only gets better, by the day, alright? And I also hope that y'all's, what's it called? Thanksgiving break was as refreshing and as cleansing as it was for me, alright? But of course, y'all already know, man, alright? Damn, I didn't even introduce myself. Wow, what the fuck is going on, man? Y'all already know what it is. Y'all too savage. It's Zachariah White, a.k.a. Big Daddy Drip. Back at it like it's nothing with this drip in the sauce, cause I am the boss. I am back. We are here. Now we can get into it. We have the 27th episode of the Royal High Table. Wait, no. Damn, is it the... Hold up. What is... No, it's the 28th. You see, it's a good thing I had it up here in my notes. I was about to say, I was like, damn, something just don't... I don't know. It just don't sound right. I feel like we got more, but yo... We have our 28th episode, man. And I will say this also, y'all. By the time that these videos come out, these videos talking about, well, referring to these podcast videos coupled with the, what's it called, Throwback Tuesday and our Watch Dogs videos. Listen, we are climbing. We're getting closer and closer to that 1,000 video mark. Y'all know that. Now, granted, that's not something originally that I was chasing, but I was just grinding. Well, I'm gonna say this, alright? I was grinding, but also I feel like, man, I don't want to talk too much in alright? Me, my kingdoms, my empires, as well as y'all helped as well, and we've been grinding together, alright? And we are almost, matter of fact, I feel like the camera's a little off, but we are almost at that 1,000 video level. Right now we're at 900, like, just stand pat with none of the videos that we got through today on Tuesday. Yeah, we're at like 983. So, oh, dang, the camera fell back. You see the camera, bro. Listen, the camera just sort of kind of grasped, the fucking, I guess what, greatness, amazing stuff, the shit that we're up to, man. It already knew that we was on one, alright? But of course, we are almost there. Now, enough talking about that shit, alright? Because now we have this particular episode, alright? Basically, I have a couple, I have a number of warm questions for us to talk about. But I also went through and I found a couple of hot topic stuff that, we could also discuss as well. Alright, hold up, y'all. I hope that y'all can hear the music, though. Hold on. Let me cut it up a little bit, because, yo, Kalani and Cardi B is fucking it up on this, man. Big shout outs to those two, man. Big shout outs to those two. I remember when I first heard this shit back in high school, bro. This shit, I don't want to keep saying sentimental and nostalgic, but, like, there's always, I don't know, for people, like, when I spoke to people, they don't quite, I don't know, I don't think they make as many connections as I do, but, like, for me, when I hear certain songs, there's a great number of them that take me to a certain period of, where I was within life, and this takes me right back to high school, man. But anyway, enough of that shit, alright? Basically, I already told y'all the rundown, but as far as all the whole cameras is set up, this one right here, you are the lucky winner. You gonna be the one that catch the entire scoop. Alright, this is the full XL version. It's gonna catch everything. Alright, the camera's gonna cut out on me here and there. Alright, and this one, I'm gonna use this particular camera over here. Alright, just basically to catch, I guess, the audio. Right? So, but damn, this is really gonna be fucking lit. But anyway, man, listen, let's just go ahead and get into it. I just gotta say thank y'all so much again. Alright, but y'all know the protocols, y'all know the procedures. I'm really fucking with the music, but listen, y'all make sure that y'all ride this wave with me one time for the one time, baby. Let's get it. Hold up. Why you wanna waste my time? Yo, come on, bro. And then not only that too, Rod Wave had the littest, like I think he had the best fucking ad libs, bro. My dog. Woo! Like I know what, I'm not even gonna do it. I'm gonna play it later. We're gonna have to double back to that. But anyway, all right. The first warm question that we have, right? It actually comes from Bucket List Journey. All right, so big shout outs to Bucket List Journey. All right, but the first question for tonight, and again, y'all make sure that y'all answer this question as well. All right, this is a conversation. Yo, what I'm gonna say is this: soon enough, when shit lines up, I promise to, bro. Listen, I promise on everything. All right, we gonna get social media up, and we gonna do IG lives, Facebook lives. Bro. Listen, we gonna put this on, bro. We just gonna broadcast. All it's gonna be is lights, cameras, and actions. A whole lot, even more so than what we already have. All right, it's really gonna be like fucking Hollywood or some type of shit. All right, but anyway. Right, so yeah, no, you guys feel free to like put down in the comment section or hit me up in my DMs, you know, what you guys think about the question. But the question at hand that we have is, who do you sometimes compare yourself to? All right, I guess in this doesn't necessarily have to be, I know this could be very general, so you guys take the question and basically run with it however it is that you would like. All right, now of course I'll go ahead and answer. Now as far as for me, who do I sometimes compare myself to? There's a list of people. There's a number of people, but overall, I'll say just my main goal. Well, there's a number of freaking goals or whatever, but I constantly reiterate, I guess, the doctrine or the concept of goodness and greatness. So with that being said, whenever I go and I do some, I guess some analysis or reflecting or, you know, comparison and all that other sort of jazz, you know, whoever it is that I compare myself to is going to be, you know, connected somewhat to goodness and or greatness. All right, and I'll say for this particular list, they're definitely connected to greatness because within the realms of what they do, all right, they are fucking great. And these first two people, I'm not even gonna lie, I don't quite know how big of a fan or how you know much you guys pay attention to this, but these first couple of people, this is going straight to the battle rap world. All right, big shout outs to URL, big shout outs to Sue Surf, and big shout outs to Tay Rock. Now here's the thing, right? Because this is really, oh man, I feel like I alluded to this before, but I just gotta say, man, to some degree, I feel like, I mean, well, I'm not gonna say to some degree. I definitely grew up watching these guys. It's funny too because I remember when I was like 12 or 13, you know, just you know, just watching stuff on YouTube or whatever, and being bored one day, and then finally just was like, you know, I think it was like something battle rap related came across, and it was actually not even regarding URL or either of these two figures, but it was like a.a. All right, I forget what a.a. stands for, but yeah, that I watched a couple battle raps on what's it called, on their league, and there's a major difference between URL and a.a. and all the other leagues. URL, without a doubt, is the NBA, the NFL, whatever the major league is. It's that, and I'll even take it a step further. Whatever the major leagues of the major leagues, URL is that for battle rap, right? So eventually, after I, you know, I guess, you know, after a certain point, I elevated past the amateur battle rap or whatever to the real shit. All right, and of course, you know, these two people. And granted, here's the thing though, because there is a number of okay. I know that I mentioned these two. There's going to be other people, other battle rappers, other what's the for the people who I'm going to reference. they are definitely what's the I'm trying to think of what's the specific term that the battle rap culture uses. By the way, big shout outs to the battle rap culture. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm a part of the fucking culture because I've been tuning in and I stay tuned in. All right, but what is it? Top tier. Top tier. And my fault because for somebody that's so tuned in to the culture, it shouldn't have taken me that long to find what the fuck the name was. All right, but of course, I try to compare myself to some of the top tier people because I think there's basically something to take away from each of each of the battle rappers that are present, right? For one reason or the other, especially if they're within the top tier, especially if they're designated as top tier, or even some of them are even within the realms of God tier. Some of them are Mount Rushmore type of people, and I'll say, and rightfully so. Now, of course, these two people are the first two people to come to mind just because for a long while now they've been holding it down. All right, now granted, battle rap is at a point in time where newer guys are coming up and newer guys are stepping in and filling roles or whatever. So really, right now, the face. I feel like I'm giving a fucking. I'm giving a damn. I'm dancing around the question. I haven't even got into it, but I'm gonna let you guys. I'm giving a whole lot of background, but I'll let you guys know when I get to the question. All right, but as of right now, man, the faces, if there isn't just one face, I don't know. I feel like this person has definitely solidified themselves as the face of battle rap. But big shout outs to Geechee Gotti. He is also somebody that I try to compare myself to. Just in okay. Let me. I'll say this. Within whatever it is that I'm doing, essentially trying to do the YouTube stuff and then trying to do, I got my YouTube kingdom. Let me stop talking stuff and all that. I'm not putting my shit down, all right? Basically with my YouTube kingdom, then my kingdom's a podcast, and then, not only that though, I'm also looking to get into business as well. I'm looking to get into streaming. There's so many different things that, not only that, I'm looking to get into, I'm already, writing, but I'm looking to also dive even deeper to my musical kingdom as well, right? And Geechee Gotti, he's one of those people, all right, definitely that must be noted just because, he right now, even for a long period of time, he's been doing a freaking lot, all right? He's definitely, bro, he's no lower than top 5 when it comes to battle rappers within the world. All right, not only that, bro, even within the battle, just on that thought, he's like 2-time champion of the year. All right, not only that, he's got a podcast himself. He's also got a clothing brand, all right, called No Studioing. All right, I need to cop me one. I need to cop me a jacket. I don't know, man. When that money look right enough, man, I think I might go ahead and get something. But big shout out to Geechee Gotti, all right. And not only that, he's got a whole I think damn. He's also got some other businesses as well, all right. But he's somebody that I try to compare myself to. Not only that, because just going off of what it is that I talked about. Again, Geechee Gotti, I try to compare myself to him because he does so many things. All right, just in terms of professions or professions. I feel like there's a better word but I'm going to use professions just because I can't quite find it at the moment. But he does there's so many, I guess, so many activities, so many things that he does. And then not only that, but within if you were to just look at that particular person within battle rap, right, in terms of I guess how they go about and they really, I guess, just them as a battle rapper, even then he does a lot. All right, it's for whatever it is that there is to do. His main niche is street and gang talk. But even then, hell, I'm not gonna. I was about to say performance. I don't quite know about performance, but he definitely got rebuttals. He definitely got rebuttals. All right. He definitely. Damn. What else? Aggression. He's got some of that. At points and times, he could also be. I'm not going. Yeah, I guess he can be lyrical, but I guess his style is more so like. You definitely he's not one of those. I guess he's not one of those rappers that you have to worry about. Damn, am I going to catch what he said? What he said on the first time around or whatever is pretty catchable on the first time. All right, and then not only that, hell, it's pretty awesome to rewatch as well. But anyway, enough of that shit. That's he's one of those people. he I don't even have him down in my notes, but he's one of those people that I try to I compare myself to. But as far as the other two people, all right, Sue Surf and Tay Rock, all right. Well, Tay Rock was the face of battle rap before Geechee Gotti, all right. And Sue Surf, he's also been a very big name. Like it's really crazy to describe because here's the funny thing, they're both a part of it's no longer a duo, it's a group called Gun Titles. And it's crazy because Tay Rock is the face of URL, but Sue Surf is so fucking big in the sense that like he himself is a pretty notable figure, and when he's battling consistently and he's got it going on a roll, there's nobody bigger than him. Not even not even whoever it is that's designated as the face. They're not even. Yeah, hell, it's Sue Surf and then everybody else. But I guess something that I try to like take from those two, I guess, yeah, those two figures is that like Tay Rock himself, just his overall style, more I think and this is something that's definitely been said as of recently. Like Tay Rock is a brawler, and not only that, he's a big energy type of guy, and just the overall, like just the utilization of energy is something that I try to keep within my own arsenal right now. Within the context of battle rap, bro, listen, he's the gun bar king. He's coming with a whole bunch of gun bars, and not only that, he's gonna hit you consistently every fucking line. Bam, 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 bam. That's his style, all right. And I try to, I guess use that, like just take that and use that in my own, I guess my own way of whenever I come through for the videos or whatever, just make sure that I'm consistent coming through with some energy or whatever. That's why I got the, how's it going, folks? You already know what it is. It's Zachariah White, a.k.a. Big Daddy Drip. Y'all know the whole spiel. Y'all know the whole get up or whatever. I try to come through, if nothing else, just very enthusiastic and good natured. All right. So not only that, but real and authentic as well. So that's one way, or that's, I guess, Tay Rock is again one of those people that I try to compare myself to. All right, now of course I'm not gonna line up because I tell you this, I heard bro. Listen, y'all. For those who don't know, all right, of course, battle rappers in general, they have a lot of key moments. All right, but yo, Tay Rock he's got a seatbelt line. He said, I give him another cut, and the seatbelt it'll look like the seatbelt won't work, and I'm trying to buckle up. Now listen, I'm gonna tell you this, y'all. I am not doing all that violent shit. All right, I don't know. Hell, I believe him. I believe that he probably did some shit like that or something. He really into that, but that ain't my type of shit. All right, but I just, again, I'm gonna reiterate, my main thing when it comes to energy is focusing on the good stuff more than anything. Again, enthusiasm, right, and making sure making sure that I have enough energy that like I try to be as attentive as possible to whatever it is that I happen to be doing, whether I'm just sitting here having a conversation with somebody or whether I'm taking notes and listening to something or again, like with the podcast or just whatever. I just try to make sure that I'm as consistent as possible. Not only that, Tay Rock is also very consistent himself. All right, but as far as Sue Surf, I think one thing that I try to draw from him is intentionality. Right, he is very, very, and this is something that's becoming even more known, after his battles with John the Don, after his battles with Calico, in which those two battle rappers, they're fucking legends and awesome within their own rights. There's something to be taken away from both of those individuals as well. But intentionality and being calculated, those are two things. And not only that, I'll say this, and I can even go to energy, right? Because of course Tay Rock, consistent. Wow, yes. I guess my apologies for stuttering, but consistency, and I guess sort of kind of sticking to no pun intended, but sticking to his guns. I think that's something that I try to draw from Tay Rock. But even going along the energy route with regard to Sue Surf, one thing that he does is he brings his own energy into the mix. Not saying that no other battle rapper does, but it's really something. Like, and this is something again that is being like discussed more, especially with his battle coming up against New Jersey Twerk. Yeah, I ain't gonna hold you, y'all. I feel like I'm talking like a fucking. Well, I am a fan, but intentionality. Wow, let me get my thought back together. Oh, that's it right there. Like just more so. If you guys should definitely, if y'all don't know, like, I guess for a better demonstration, you guys should definitely check out Sue Surf versus Hitman Holla. Y'all should definitely check out Sue Surf, that battle, and Sue Surf versus Geechee Gotti. All right, and it's more so, and the thing that I really draw, especially from those two battles, I've seen a number of battle rappers of battles, especially those involving both. Tay Rock and Sue Surf. But the one thing that you take apart from that is that although there is so many different elements, all right, especially, and not only that, hell, it's a big stage. Those are big stage matches, so many people or whatever. But it's almost, damn. It's how do I want to phrase this? How do I want to phrase this? I don't know. There's just a certain control. There's just a certain control that's demonstrated, like so much so to the point that it's like I, at least whenever I go through and I watch those battles and I notice it's not even necessarily, if I were to go about and rate those, or like I guess give my takes on those battles, Sue Surf beat Hitman Holla and Geechee Gotti 3-0. All right, not badly, not that they, and that's the crazy part, because Hitman did awesome, Geechee Gotti did fucking amazing. All right, but that, I guess that goes more to the intentionality and the control. Like, even though they came through, they wilded out, they did their thing. Sue Surf came in with a, I don't give a fuck, this is my shit. And not only that, especially within his battle versus Geechee Gotti, after he said a special line and the crowd was reacting, he said verbatim, he said they lying, this my shit, man. All right, I'm trying to, what, like he said, yo, damn, I'm sorry, y'all, because right now I'm really drawing a blank. I should have really put this down in my notes. But he says, yo, don't let them niggas tell you that this they shit. They lying. This my shit. Like, that right there, in like, even of course that, like, that's just a statement. It's just more so, I'm not gonna hold y'all. Y'all just gotta watch it. Y'all just gotta watch it to get the full scoop. All right, but again, I just for reiteration, and I'll also, I do have a couple other people. I didn't mean to get off on a battle rap tangent, but of course, listen, it just, man, I take a lot of like mental note. and so much so I take a lot of mental note, and I notice and there's like there's just like something like so like whatever it is that's special about him is so special and so great that soon enough I'm going to like make like blogs about it. All right, and I'm going to like put it down because it's definitely something that needs to be noted. And what sucks is that it's getting the light and the praise now instead of back back during the time that people were actually grinding, and not saying that people aren't grinding, but it just took a little bit of time before light was actually shown or placed on it. But again, just to reiterate, whenever like I do compare myself to again Tay Rock and Sue Surf, and also Geechee Gotti in many of others, but I'll take Geechee Gotti for the sense of, or in the sense of versatility, right? I feel like, he's the LeBron, and not only that, LeBron is somebody who's on my list. He's like the LeBron of battle rap in the sense that he does fucking everything well, all right? He's got punches. Definitely he can punch when he needs to. Do I want to? I haven't quite watched too many of his battles, so I don't want to fuck around and say he schemes. But there's a number of things, like there's punchlines, there's delivery, there's rebuttals, of course, there's performance, there is cadence, there's so many different aspects to battle rap, well just to rapping in general. And the thing is, although Geechee Gotti does a lot of things very well, there's a lot of battle rappers that they have their own niche. They have a couple things that they do. They are level 10s. They're as great as can be when it comes to it. All right, but Geechee Gotti, although he may not be the best at a particular thing, he's like a level 8 or 9 at so many different things. All right, and enough so to the point like there may be whatever different categories, he's about at 8 or 9 in whatever category you want to talk about. So. And also just with regard to Tay Rock and Sue Surf, man, those two. When I look at Tay Rock, I think energy. All right, I think coming through consistently coming through with a certain energy, and not only that, again, he's the within battle rap, he's the gun bar king, and so it's fitting to say he sticks to his guns. All right, I guess. Whatever way you want to take it, he just does. All right, and that's something that I want to, that I try to just keep in mind, and I also try to compare myself to, like whenever I'm going about, and again, whenever I'm doing whatever, whether it be for my kingdoms and empires, or whether it be for something external, whether it be for me at work and all that other sort of jazz, I think of Tay Rock, and I also think of Sue Surf when it comes to intentionality, when it comes to bringing in your own set of energy, because sometimes that is very well needed. All right. Shoot, sometimes, like, for better or worse, whether, like, if you're going to need to bring in your own set to I guess I don't know, I'll say, if nothing else, to make it different, because sometimes bring in your own set of energy to help raise and elevate things, or bring in your own set of energy to divert attention to a particular thing or whatever. But nonetheless, that's something that I do try to, those are figures that I try to compare myself to. Now, before I'm gonna get into one, I'm gonna talk about one more figure, just because I feel like I've been talking so much about it. But let me see where I'm at with the camera. Ooh, yeah, I just happened to catch it. The camera is about to cut off on me in a little bit. All right. Actually, very, very soon. But I'll catch y'all in a little bit. All right. Peace and bees. Of course, and it cut off just in the nick of time. So here's what's going to happen. Of course, it's going to catch everything. But as far as this particular, I guess, this camera over here. All right. I'm going to cut the... Wow. You have got to be kidding me. Just as I said that too, I'm going to cut the audio and I don't, bro, like, my phone just, I don't know what the fuck. I don't even know if I want to blame it on the phone or not, but it cut the audio just perfectly. All right. But of course, let me go ahead and set everything. Well, one, let me get a drink, man, because shit. You boys been talking for a little bit of time. Matter of fact, fuck, I'm not even playing no music. What the fuck? Hold up. Same as mine. I can't relate. Ooh, hold up, my fault, y'all. I'm trying to get the flashlights right. I'm trying to get the lights, cameras, and actions in. Brand new bag. You see, y'all heard that? I love it, bro. Roddy Ricch is the GOAT. Well, matter of fact, I don't know about all that. But he be fucking up the ad-libs. Hold up. Okay. Alright. We are back for another round. Oh, come on, camera. I need you to focus. You better not be fucking blurring up on me, my G. Come on, wake your ass up. Let me go ahead and turn the camera around. In my ooh. Yeah. Slide in the Porsche. Ooh, okay. Hopefully the camera doesn't fall over. Got a couple meals in my bag. Shaking their ass. Ooh, hold on. Okay. Got it right there. And bada bing, bada boom, bada bam. We coming back for part 2 now, yo. As far as my people on the podcast, actually, damn, it just came to me. Okay, I'm gonna let y'all know the idea that came to me. Alright, as soon as I finish this. But as soon as I said, yo, I want the camera, or I'm gonna cut the audio right here, my phone, I don't even know what the fuck. I don't know if it's the computer. I don't know. All I know is the audio was cut just perfectly right when I was talking about it. But you know what? We're here. We got the camera back up again. Let me focus it a little bit over here. Excuse me. We have, alright, another one. We got the audio back up and working for the podcast. And just, I don't know, bro, listen, we try to do it this way just because the last thing, like, I know on YouTube, I'm able to put up long, podcast videos. But when it comes to Spotify and Anchor, I'm not quite able to do that. So I gotta cut my shit. I gotta slice and dice my shit. Now I will still try to put out the whole entire audio. I'll try to, because I know that this is gonna catch this is ideally, well, not ideally, but just what'll happen. The reason why I put out so much shit is because, and I try to have so many cameras, so many devices catching shit, is because there's going to be a point in time where, one of the devices doesn't catch something because it cuts off, or I don't know, for whatever reason, right? But as long as one stays on all the way, then, oh, my fault. Let me look at the camera. There's going to be, hold up. I gotta hear myself think. But there's going to be something that catches every single thing. Alright, so there's going to be points in times where I'm going to be in the midst of talking, and again, something cuts out. But you know what? As long as I got one running at all times, we Gucci. For the people who love, or who are, I guess, in favor of the content being cut up, in sections as opposed to one long video or one long whatever, then of course I got that for you. And you know what? If you like the long full out things, then I got that too. And not only that, it happens to have some of the some extra shit that may not be in the shorter stuff, or in the sections. So you know what? I like how we're doing it. But hold on, let me take another water. By the way, y'all make sure that y'all are hydrated too. Yeah, so we losing control. People go, oh, to the flow, oh, yeah. I'm out here. I'm just living. I'm just doing whatever. we still got some other shit to talk about. I still ain't even get to my other shit for the last question, but okay. Let's go ahead and get to business. My fault, JD. Jason Derulo, we're gonna have to put that on pause. Alright? Now, again, this question that one big shout outs to Bucket List Journey, because they're the ones who provided us with the they got it on the website, and I happened to come across their website. Again, major shout outs to them. But the question that we were talking about in the previous video, or previous section rather, was who do you sometimes compare yourself to? All right, and I took the battle rapper route. Again, big shout outs to battle rappers overall as a unit, within the US, world and worldwide. Big shout outs to URL, big shout outs to Sue Surf, big shout outs to Tay Rock, big shout outs to Geechee Gotti. But some other examples that I have, you know what? I'll go like, I guess, TV show related. I do try to. I also sometimes compare myself to Thomas Shelby. All right, I compare myself to Thomas Shelby. I'll say the Peaky Blinders as a whole, but of course you definitely have to take the leaders, into account, because, and I'll also even try to connect some. I'll take something from a previous point that I was talking about. Sue Surf with the whole calculations. Right now, of course, that's an actual person, but Thomas Shelby, bro, shit in me, you mother calculations. He's got that. Oh, yo, also, y'all, side note, when it comes to, it's just a side note, right? Yo, y'all, I have the game. I got the game. Yo, on over, bro, wait. Yo, hold up. Yo, bro, please. Oh, yes. Yo, thank the Lord. It went right to it. Yo, look at this. I got the game, y'all. I got the Peaky Blinders game, bro. I got the Peaky Blinders game. We got to, bro. One of the, yo. Okay, my fault. I'm at a loss for words. Yo, let me tell you this. As soon as we finish Sherlock Holmes on everything, we jumping straight to this bitch. This right here. Bam, bam. This is what we doing. But anyway, I think one of the, I think more so just when I look at the way that Thomas, he just conducts business, I feel like more so, if nothing else, organization is a major thing. All right, of course he keeps track and he's aware of a lot of different stuff. I'm not gonna say he's not God. I tell you that much. But there's something about him. I get a Bill Belichick sort of kind of feel. And of course, when you think of masterminds, again, such as Thomas Shelby, such as Bill Belichick, such as Tom Brady, one thing, knowledge is a major thing. All right, they definitely, if nothing else, they get that 50%. All right, because of course, well, I'm not gonna say 50%. No one is 50%. No one is, to some degree, some part of the battle, and definitely they have that part down. And it seems as though, especially again when you take those people that I just talked about, but in particularly Thomas Shelby, of course, knowing he's very, very good at one, knowing, basically knowing what there is or what there can be to know, and then making the right decision when it comes to what's best for him. Well, what's best for the Peaky Blinders, not necessarily him. All right, but of course that's going to include him at some point in time. All right, but yeah, no, basically what's best for the Peaky Blinders as a unit. And I guess in a way that I try to put that into practice, put that into play, is, and it's funny enough because I got my stuff right here. Yo, you guys, this is a binder, and in the binder is, bro, it's a lot. It's a lot of notes. I remember I showed my friend, big shout outs to Lucas, all right, the treasurer of the Caribbean Students Association here at FSU. Big shout outs to him. But I showed him this the other day, yo, listen, there is a bunch of, and this just is a lot. It's a lot. It's just a lot of notes. And you want to know something crazy? A lot of these they're like agendas. So agendas for, the day, or agendas for the week, things that I'd like to get accomplished. And I'm not even gonna lie, just this level of organization, it has played somewhat of a part when it comes to us reaching upon and getting towards this 1,000 video mark. All right, so listen, definitely, I guess that's something that I'm going to look to try to keep pushing forward. All right. I'm trying to think. Is there, if there is any other particular way, then then we'll go ahead and I don't know, I'll jump back to this particular question or whatever. This is of course a lot of these questions, a lot of them are, we're gonna have to revisit this at a later date in time, just because there's just so much to talk about, with a lot of different stuff, whether it be to however it is that you choose to interpret the question, whether it be to, like different ways of taking a particular answer, and then, even just I don't know, it's just so much. It's just so much. Even with one particular answer, there's different ways of interpreting and explaining a particular answer. So I don't know. We're gonna have to come back to it. But we'll go ahead and we'll jump to another answer. Oh yeah, no, not another answer, another question. Pardon me. Right? What's something else? Okay. We'll see how long we take on this question. But this question is also from Bucket List Journey. Well, let me make sure I'm enunciating. Bucket List Journey. All right. And this next question is: do you think crying is a sign of strength or weakness? All right. And a lot of these questions, outside of the question that I just previously answered, I didn't quite make notes. Just because I wanted to work through. I wanted to work through, I guess, my response or my thoughts, and not only that, but some of them I already had. I had an idea of what I thought. So for this particular, I guess, my response to this question, right? Do you think crying is a sign of strength or weakness? What I think is, well, okay. There's a couple types of answers, right? There is, of course, there's my personal answer, and then there is the answer that I guess I would give if I was focusing on being right or being correct, or I guess speaking wisdom or knowledge to somebody, right? So that particular answer: do you think crying is a sign of strength or weakness? That honestly depends on who. you know how sometimes they say beauty is in the eye of the beholder. So yeah, that it really depends upon who it is that I guess you're around, because I've been in. Listen, how do I? Okay. Let me think. Because me being, a college student. Well, I'll say this. Just it appears to me, right? And I thought about this the other day. Colleges and universities, and particularly the students, there is an emphasis on being cognizant, being aware, being open-minded. Right, not necessarily going off and judge. And now, granted, this does not work. And I'm not gonna say this does not work, but there are times where this is not the case, and open-mindedness is not upheld and not, put into practice and all that other sort of jazz. But I think more so in comparison to what I've seen in previous stages of life, cognizance and awareness, I'll say social cognizance and social awareness are like at an all-time high. And even now, granted, I haven't quite stepped too far out into the real world, even though I got a couple of jobs or whatever. I work with adults and all that other sort of shit, but it seems as though social cognizance and social awareness are at its peak and are at its highest or whatever, in college. And of course, I mean it makes sense, I guess. Even though you keep learning, I don't know, college is a unique point in time. It's definitely a separation. I don't know. It's one of those separations, those educational separational, I guess parts or mediums or whatever in life. But I say all that to say, if because I feel if somebody were to bust out in tears or whatever, there would be I don't know, just speaking in general, there wouldn't be for sure. I don't think there'd be a negative reaction unless the person crying did some crappy shit, and then because they were punished, then or they got some backlash or whatever, they started crying. No, I'm not talking about that. I'm just I guess speaking in general. I don't think they'd be ridiculed. I'm honestly trying to think of instances where I've seen. Because I can recall instances where people were about to cry, people were getting choked up, and they basically they were given emotional support, emotional love and support at that point in time. I'm not gonna hold you. Even hell, I even came through. I was like, yo, if you need to cry, like, bruh, like, shit, I got handkerchiefs. I got handkerchiefs right here in case you need it. So yeah, and in I'll say, okay. I don't quite know this for sure, but and y'all can put this on me. I will go out on I'll go out on a limb and say this when it comes to colleges and universities in general. Although this may not be the case for every college and university, I think crying, just in general, it's more so. Let me stop. It's a sign of strength. It's a sign of strength, especially seeing it as how being able to express yourself in an emotionally healthy way, and just being mentally healthy and emotionally healthy, just being healthy, just just healthy in itself, physically healthy, whatever healthy you can be. College is all about. There's so many freaking. There's so much of whatever, trying to make sure that you are healthy, or at least that's what's being promoted. So yes, in a college setting, crying is in general may not be, or is not a sign. I'm not gonna say may not be. It's not a sign of strength. I mean, my fault. It's not a sign of weakness. Excuse me. Crying is a sign of strength in a college setting. Now, if I go back to, if I think to basically like how I grew up or whatever, if I think to some of that shit, I ain't gonna hold you. You motherfucking right, crying is a sign of weakness. So that's why that goes to my overall stance of it depends on the setting. It depends on who you dealing with. All right, and also I'll let y'all know this as well. If you gotta cry, if you got, I don't know, shit. If you gotta cry and shit, ain't no way of stopping it or whatever. Listen, you gotta let it out. You gotta let it out. I don't know, but I guess one thing is I'm sort of kind of. It's crying is one of those things that I would tell other people. If you need to, you go ahead and you do it. But as for me, I'm gonna hold off from doing it. Because it's just sometimes you do got to be careful. You got to be careful of a lot of things. You got to be careful of just who you share your life with. You just got to be careful with a whole bunch of shit. And funny enough, just you got to be. You have to be cautious of who you share your time with. That's just one thing you got to be cautious with. You got to be careful of who you share your tears with. That's another thing as well, because those tears, funny enough, could be used to, as a weapon against you. It could be brought up in an argument or brought up at some other later point in time, and used for some malicious purpose or intent, and then bam, bada bing, bada boom, you dealing with some negative shit from somebody else that was on some bullshit. But and god dang it, I spilled some water, but it's cool. But yes, if I'm speaking as a means of, I guess, trying to give somebody knowledge or whatever, crying As far as it being a weakness or a strength, that's in the eye of the beholder. All right. To some people, it's a strength. To some people, it's a weakness. Yeah. As far as me personally, I think I try to be considerate, so I won't necessarily think of it as a sign of weakness. But what I will say is, again, just be careful, because some people can, and some people can and do use it as a sign of weakness, and then move accordingly based off of that, and that doesn't typically, bode so well for whoever it was that that went about and cried. So but yeah, that's just my 2 cents. But let me see where we at when it comes to time. I know that we Gucci right here, but let me see. Okay, the camera, I got a little bit of time. All right, I think I'm gonna do one more warm question, and then we're gonna get to the hot shit, right? So one more warm question that I have is, do I want to get into this now? Okay, I'm gonna get into it just because I already made the decision. I'm gonna commit, right? But this next question, again, from the same source, Bucket List Journey, and also, by the way, you guys feel free to answer down in the comment section or answer in my DMs or my social media or whatever. Y'all let me know what y'all think, all right? But the next question is, and the final warm question for this particular episode is, what's the difference between living and existing? Living and existing. My thought was this. There's many, I don't know, life is so fucking vast. I keep saying that all the time. Life is so massive, life is so vast, life is so great. Life is, I don't know, it's too much. Life is a lot of whatever the fuck it is, and it's of a lot. Just know it's very great. But the difference between living and existing is, for whatever it is that one is considering or thinking life to be, right? Existing is the overall the concept, the action of, I guess, going along to go along, right? Like just doing it. There's a difference between doing something and then, I guess, there being put something, there being, I want to look at it as you know what, I'll use a cooking example, right? There's a difference, let's say you have just a cake, right? Like just a cake, whatever flavor, whatever, just a cake. You have like a vanilla cake, right? With nothing else, you just have the cake. No icing, no sprinkles, no cherry on the top, no honey over top, no chocolate syrup, no nothing. Just the cake, That is just existing, right? You're going through life or whatever, and you're just doing it. Now, granted, there's a certain consideration that needs to be given to a lot of things, perhaps everything, And existing is, sometimes it's hard fucking existing. It's hard fucking just doing something, But there's a difference between making just a vanilla cake with just nothing, just the cake itself. No toppings, no nothing else. And then you add, and then living within the example of cooking would be adding all the extra, all the special stuff, all the special stuff. So the icing, right? If you got vanilla icing, go ahead, vanilla icing or chocolate icing. Excuse me, or sprinkles, or the cherry on top, or the different fruits to put it on top, or the honey glaze. By the way, big shout outs to the honey, or the honey glaze over top, or whatever. It would be, I use the cake example. Hell, I'll use a pizza. It would be like making just a fucking regular ass pizza with nothing on it. And that's existing. And then living, then you got some pepperoni, you got some mushrooms, you got some pineapples, you got a whole bunch of shit on top. So that's the difference between existing and living. Existing is, again, within, I guess, just life. You're just doing it. You're just doing it. You're just going by day to day. Going by day to day, going by week to week, going by year to year to year. Once the 24 hours or once the however many hours are up, then it's on to the next. And that's just it. And living is adding all all the extra shit. People talk about you being extra or whatever, but hell, sometimes extra is good. Extra is adding extra shit. Hell, and I guess some of the extra stuff right there. Existing, again, getting just doing it day to day or whatever, right? Existing would be okay, well, or not existing. Living would be okay, well, you know what? I'm going, I guess, go about life or whatever and do it in this particular manner, or I'm going to do this and do that to a particular standard because you know what? At this particular point in time in the week, it's gonna be all worth it, like I think, and you know what? I think I have to get better at explaining this. I might have to come up with an even better, I guess, example to fully, to fully best explain this. But yeah, I think that's the fundamental difference between living and existing. Let me think of something real quick. Hopefully I won't take too long, but living and existing. Because and the reason why I'm trying to think of something, because I was about to use the analogy of I like, sometimes you hear in commercials or whatever, oh, just going, just doing a 9 to 5 or whatever, doing a 9 to 5 Monday through Friday or whatever, and then going out on Fridays and Saturdays. And here's the funny thing though, right? Because, and of course, I think that's the thing that comes with this question, is that it depends on, like, similar to the previous question, this is also subjective. Like, people's definitions of living, and I gave a general answer, something that many people, regardless of what many people say, it would sort of kind of like fall in line with what the general thing that I just said. But some people that doing the whole 9 to 5 and then going out on Fridays and Saturdays, to some degree, that is living. You're not doing the whole basic 9 to 5, blah blah blah, all that other sort of shit with nothing to look forward to. But to some degree, that's pretty plain. I mean, yeah, it is pretty plain, to say the least. But yeah, I think, again, existing is that's how I'll explain it. Existing is, within this life, it's the very bare minimum. It's the bare minimum. It's the least that one can do. And living, although there is, of course, existing is the bare minimum. Living, there's many different things that one can do to elevate above the bare minimum. All right, and that's what living is. All right, living is taking it, putting your own spices, putting your own ingredients, whatever your flavor may be, to make it different or to make it your own. That's the difference between existing and living is. All right, and I'll end it off on that before I throw some, I guess some not. Yeah, I mean, I throw some half elaborated response or whatever, or a half elaborated point within this particular strand of discussion. But okay, I got a little bit of time before the camera cuts off on me. All right, but we will go ahead and we will jump into the next topic, or the next thing, right? Which will be the warm. Well, actually, no. I lied. It'll be the hot topics, right? And I got some shit to talk about for y'all. At least for the. Okay, one of them is going to be more so in it's going to be one of those shout out type of of hot sort of kind of topic thingies, and the other one we really might have to talk a little bit about. All right, But what I will say is this: when this hey, for my people on the YouTube kingdom with this camera right here, all right. Once this camera cuts out, it's all cool. We gonna send them out. We gonna send y'all out we gonna send y'all out. We're gonna do a little, not farewell, but a little, hey, peace out, Girl Scout, peace out, Boy Scout, whatever. All right, and then we still gonna keep it going. We still gonna keep it rocking. We still gonna keep it flowing. All right. But yeah, that's the wind up in the pitch. Let me see how much time I have left on this one. Okay. You know what? Not bad. We'll go ahead and cut it right here. All right. But I will see y'all in a little bit, and of course my people here, all right, on the podcast. Don't worry. And for the XL, the XL version, we're gonna have the music. We're gonna have the music playing. We got refreshments. Y'all make sure that y'all go grab a refreshment yourselves, man. Oh man, cause yeah, we still got a little bit to go, but we're almost finished. Thank y'all so much for being patient with me. But you know what? We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna get to it. All right. Bam. And of course, the cut's off right on time. Let me play some music. Damn, it's 12 as shit. I see, whoa. Oh wow, and then not only that shit, hell, I didn't even cut the audio here. Alright, as far as this particular audio, I'm gonna cut it right here, but then I'm gonna start up on another one. Alright, so you know what? I'll see y'all in a little bit too. Hold up. Alright. Shit, hell, this water is fucking bomb as hell, but I'm gonna need some more of that shit. I thought I would know better. That's wishful thinking, thought there'd be no pressure. Alright, let's go ahead and get into it. Alright, and hold up. Just a feeling. Alright, this is the end. Well, not really. We still got some more shit, alright, but, dang, let me make sure that this doesn't fall. Bam, alright, as far as however much it is that I can record on my camera, alright, this is how much that I can do it for, alright, but, thank y'all so much for tuning in, alright, not only that, thank y'all so much, if you're watching the XL version, thank y'all so much as well, because I know that what I'm doing, I don't know, it's gonna be a whole lot of overlap, alright, over here, but I'm trying to think, what is the rundown? What's the rundown? Alright, of course, for the rest of the week, I'm gonna, the semester's coming up, so, man, I'm gonna try to make sure that, one, I get all of what the fuck I need to get down, for these guys. Grades are going good, but I still gotta close this shit out strong, so, but nonetheless, despite that fact, I'm still gonna be doing some videos. I'm gonna try to do my best to get in some Web Wednesday videos. I'm gonna try to get in some more Sherlock Holmes somewhere along the line because I wasn't able to do it for Tuesday. We're gonna get in some more Watch Dogs. We're gonna get in Throwback Thursday. I'm gonna try to do my best to get in Full Game Fridays, Friday Night Football, and Fight Night Friday. And then we also gonna. We got the Royal High Table. We definitely gonna spin the block on Thursday, and I'm going to try to do my best to get it popping on Saturday and Sunday as well, because I've been wanting to do that. We need to have some weekend episodes, so we're gonna get around to it. But thank y'all so much again just for pulling up. Thank y'all so much for tuning in to the King, the Emperor, all that other sort of jazz. All right, now I'm gonna cut it right here. Y'all already know though. Y'all enjoy, y'all leave a like, y'all leave a comment, y'all share, y'all subscribe, y'all share with your people, share with your folks, share with your guys, share with your gals, because I got enough juice, I got enough sauce, I got enough drip, and I have enough waves for any and everybody. Alright? And most importantly, make sure that you stay tuned, stay tapped in, and stay locked in, because the juice never stops dripping. Alright? Alright. I'll see y'all in the next one. We still got some more shit to get into, but I'll see y'all then. Peace and bees. Ooh. All right. Now we're gonna go ahead and put that to rest. We still got the music playing. Shout outs to Time. Oh wait, no, is it Time? The song is Once in a While, but big shout outs to Time Flies too. Hold up. Once in a while, I feel like I just wanna dance and feel good. Okay. Damn. Alright, we coming back. We coming back for another round. Alright, I don't know. This might be the last round. I don't know how long it's gonna take for us. Alright. And my fault. And I gotta do better at ending out the like I guess ending out the episode. Alright. I feel like I did decent for what's it called? The YouTube, the camera, whatever. But I need to do better for my podcast episodes. So, you know, I'm gonna try to level up, man. There's still ways that I can improve, but nonetheless, man, we still gotta pat ourselves on the back because we still putting in work. Alright? But shit, I tell you this, with as much water as I'm drinking, what's gonna happen is I'm gonna have to pee really, really bad. Shit, I'm gonna start sipping it like it's wine, y'all. Hold on. Let me get some more of that. Drink. Rain, shawty, you dig that? I done cleared out the jug, man, in about a couple days. Way back. All right, y'all. Enough with the water sipping. One of these days, Jesus gonna turn it to wine again. But let's go ahead and handle some business. Ooh, that's what I forgot. Yeah, good thing I have my, have my binder and stuff here because I have the full details. Alright, so before we get into anything else, let me go ahead and there's some stuff that I gotta shout out. There's special announcements, right? So, hold up. Where is it? Yes, right here. Bada bing, bada boom, bada bam. Alright, today is Wednesday, December the 1st. Big shout outs to everybody big shout outs to everybody who has a birthday in November. Big shout outs to everybody who has a birthday in December. Alright, that includes my mom. Big shout outs to my mom, Tarika Plachette White. Alright, she definitely, she held it down. Alright, from day one, from February 3rd, 2001, till this day still running. So you know what? Big shout outs to her. Her birthday's on December the 3rd. Alright, so yeah. Happy early birthday to her. And of course, I'm gonna let her know. Y'all, I'm gonna let her know. I ain't gonna fucking forget. Alright. But anyway, also on December 1st, alright, we are going to have one bomb. Yo, listen, this is gonna be one for the books. I'm so excited for this one. Alright, because what we have is FSU CSA plus FSU ALSA. Alright, they are combining to do the last study nights for the semester come later on today because it is 12/14, alright? And that will be from 8 p.m. to 12 a.m. Strozier Room 107J. I'm fucking ecstatic about that because I pull up, I show support for both of those organizations, and both of those organizations are awesome. Everything from every member to every e-board member. It's fucking lit. They have bomb ass events or whatever. I'm pulling up for this one. I ain't pull up. My bad. I fucked up. I didn't even know they had a freaking CSA had a study night on Monday, but I'm pulling up to this one. And you know what? We're gonna have a bomb ass time. Alright? So yeah, but for anybody that's up in Tallahassee listening or whatever, you know, at this point in time, alright, y'all make sure y'all pull up and show some love to these motherfucking organizations, man. Pull up and show some love, bro. And catch a good vibe with us. Not only that, hell, of course we're gonna be studying because it's fucking it's almost finals week. Finals week is next week, so yeah, but that's that. And we do have one more special announcement. Big shout outs to the Asian American Student Union because guess what they have right after? Well, on the next day. right? On December the 2nd, 2021, they have the What's the Tea social, and I ain't gonna hold you. I don't quite know what to expect. We obviously gonna have some tea, and you know what? Y'all know I fuck with the tea, man. Yo, listen, I'm trying to, I'm battling, I don't know, man. I'm battling some shit. I'm battling some healthful issues or whatever, and all that other sort of jazz. All right, I'm doing my best. My body's holding up. God's being good with me because I keep living. I keep going through these days or whatever. So I'm definitely looking to go through. All right, catch some tea, and you know what? That's also going to be a vibe as well. Because you know what? I guess we definitely gonna be talking about some interesting shit. So yeah, y'all make sure that y'all show love and y'all show support for that event. Again, the What's the Tea social. All right, December the 2nd. At 5:30 at the SSB building, room 214. Y'all show love, y'all show support to all three of these organizations and both of these events. All right, but let's go ahead and let's get to the real, well, not the real shit, but let's get into the business, the rest of the business that we have to talk about. As soon as I get this water. Right, Chihuahua. Right. And let me set this off to the side. And as far as our hot topic, right, the first one, this is also going to be sort of kind of a shout out, but I actually didn't even come up with a title for this one, but the official title of this particular article is Chris Tucker doing 6 shows at Atlanta Comedy Theater in Norcross, December 7th to December 9th. Excuse me. And the source is the Atlanta Journal-Constitution. All right, big shout outs to the Atlanta Journal-Constitution. All right, and I actually got a couple quotes from the article. Right, but overall, this is talking about, again, the shows that and by the way, Chris Tucker is one of my favorite comedians. But yeah, no, talking about shows that he's going to put on in about a week or so from now. Well, no, not a week or so, but yeah, it is a week or so. I'm bugging. Yeah, that's next week. But yeah, basically the starting sentence of the article was Atlanta comedy legend Chris Tucker is doing 6 hours at Atlanta Comedy Theater in Norcross from December 7th to December 9th, just as stated within the title. All right. A pre-sale started Monday with tickets on sale for $52.50 before fees. All right, the venue holds 240 people, and when a stand-up comedian as big as Tucker does a venue this small, it's typically to test out new material for a potential special. So, okay. I like the tips. I like the heads up, man, because so we can expect I guess we can a special coming up at some point. I don't know what point in time in the future, but it's gonna be on this way. All right. And it said, and these were a couple of quotes that I got from, I think these were jokes that Chris Tucker made at the last Netflix special. It says the high energy, highly physical show opened with Tucker dancing to James Brown's Sex Machine, then jumped into dating and his criteria for what he wants in a mate. And he said, you have to be more than fine, right? You've got to be able to fill out 1099, he told the crowd, alluding to his much publicized tax debts with the IRS. Then he added, that's the last time I let Wesley Snipes help me out with my taxes. Okay, now granted, I did not deliver it the same way that he did. All right, but yeah, no, y'all need to go check out that last Netflix special, and one for the people who are, I guess, in Norcross or near Norcross. All right, y'all make sure that y'all show love, y'all show support, y'all pull up to these motherfucking, y'all pull up to the venue, show some love, and not only that, y'all know it's Chris Tucker, so y'all gonna be laughing all night. Y'all gonna be laughing all night, and not only that, I ain't gonna hold you. From what I saw in the picture, like, he's really, I'm not gonna say he's on some grown man stuff, because, like, I don't know, I feel like that implies that he wasn't at some point in time, but like, no, he looks like he's been working out. Like, damn, he's bro, shoot, hell, the old man glow up is fucking real, I tell you that much. All right, but yeah, So that's basically I didn't quite have. I'm trying to think, because there wasn't a question really that I asked myself regarding this. Again, this was a shout out, but just before I get out, I'm trying to think of like what is. I've seen the Netflix special, and it was pretty funny, but I think the main thing that I know Chris Tucker for, of course, Chris Tucker been in a number of different movies. All right, Friday being Friday being the main one that comes to mind. Well, no, not for me, being one of those that comes to mind for people in general. But Rush Hour 1, Rush Hour 2, Rush Hour 3, every single y'all, if for those who hadn't checked out and watched those movies, bro, he's a fucking legend, man. Check that shit out, and check out some of his past comedy, his comedy shows as well, man. All right, y'all are not gonna be disappointed. But we will go ahead and move on to the next hot topic. This one is gonna be more than a shout out. This ain't the shout out one. The topic name that I came up for this one was unapologetic cultural appropriation, and the official title was Asian Doll Escapes to India. Dallas rapper catches heat for culturally themed birthday party. Now this comes from, and this is becoming one of my favorite news sources to go through and I guess get the scoop on what's going on within society and within the U.S. or the world. All right, Hip Hop DX. Big shout outs to Hip Hop DX. All right, but a couple quotes that I ended up picking off from this particular article. The first one, this was the opening, I guess article opener. Asian Doll had major plans to celebrate her 25th birthday next month, but the Indian-themed party is receiving major backlash on social media for cultural appropriation claims, which could force her to pivot in another direction. All right. According to the online invitation, a December 7 Escape to India party will be held at Revel in Atlanta and is requiring. My fault. Side note. Damn. Okay. This is two articles regarding or pertaining towards Atlanta. But okay. Fuck it. All right. My fault. Side note. That was just a side note. Fuck it. All right. Let me restart. According to the online invitation, a December 7th Escape to India party will be held at Revel in Atlanta and is requesting guests to wear India clothes for entry while paying $40 to $60 a ticket. The invite is promising celebrity appearances, live performances, a red carpet, hookah, and more. Okay, and oblivious to the criticism, the Dallas native went on to post. Wow, I'm dropping stuff. To post several photos of Indian celebrities dressed in kurtas. Oh, dang, my fault. Okay. I don't quite know how this word is pronounced, and I don't want to fuck this up. especially if we talking if we doing a piece on cultural appropriation. I ain't trying to do that shit. All right. And set the invitation's theme music to Arabic. She later doubled down on the party by saying she won't be changing or apologizing for anything, but managed to change the invitation's theme music this week. Okay. Now, I didn't quite put this in the notes, but this was something that I sort of kind of put like as a Zach sort of kind of remember this. She did, of course, go on. She went a little back and forth, with some of the fans on Twitter, or some just people on Twitter. I know she said something about y'all keep riding my dick or whatever, blah blah blah, and I'm gonna do me, that sort of thing. Excuse me. But of course, the question that always pops to mind, all right, is what are the thoughts? What is to be taken away from the information that we just talked about? This was my main thing. This was my main takeaway, right? I am glad to see that, or at least to hear somewhat that I don't know. It seems as though. Okay. Let me come out with it. I'm glad to see that society, or people as somewhat of a unit, is coming together and saying, okay, well, yeah, that's also cultural appropriation, right? And this is, and I guess this is my reason why. Because although and make no mistake about it, I'm not, like, I don't cultural appropriate, and I'm not for racism. I'm bro, listen, man. I'm a shithead. I'm trying to live my life. I'm trying to help myself, help other people. And I'm not trying to screw nobody over, right? But whenever I hear of cultural appropriation, like, or just I think of, like, social issues, right? One thing that I always want to try to make sure is that for whatever it is that's going down, that because it seems like there's always rules and regulations put in place, whether it be, like, actual legislative or social norms, social customs. And a concern, or something that I always look to make sure, is that things are being applied equally. Things are being applied fairly, right? Because because there are a number of times where I see that it's not. There are a number of times where, I'm gonna come out with this specific example, right? Because in today's society, in today's age, my fault. Let me pull back up the flashlight. Like, let's say, what was it? Colorism. That's something that's an example that I always go to, because when it comes to colorism, of course, people always talk about how back during the slave times, or even for a long period of time, it's always been the move, always been to the wave to become lighter, right? It's always been the move and the wave to become lighter, and of course, and it's good now that we're appreciating, darker tones. But I think there's also a doctrine, also the concept of history repeating itself. So what I see in a lot of instances, in a number of situations, is, though we're moving away from one wrong, we're pushing further into another. All right. Now, granted, when I'll say this, because I'm not going to speak on the specifics, but I've heard, there's a specific situation in mind that I'm thinking of, where somebody, was like, okay, like, we're basically, what's going on, and talking about how, yeah, it was wrong. It's wrong for, for people to hate on darker tone, dark skinned people, all that other sort of jazz, yada yada. And yeah, it was making sense. And then, she ended up saying something like, yeah, and then I wish that my skin tone was darker. And I'm like, I don't quite know how serious I don't quite know how serious, I don't quite know, like, the extent or whatever that is meant by it, but play it cool, because we can reverse wrongs. But okay, we can reverse wrongs, but make sure that you don't be silly enough to fall into a wrong in the opposite direction. All right, and I feel like just when it comes to just issues in general, all right, again, it's all like, I'll use a bus stop, like, just traveling on a bus analogy, right? It's fine that we could come together as a unit and agree that, okay, where we are currently leaving from is shit, is bad, we need to get the fuck out of town, or get the fuck away from here. All right, it's fine. What I think there needs to be, well, for the example, just make sure, to continue with the example, to make sure that there's a set destination in mind, and then that whatever that destination is, everything is good, everything is straight, everything is fair, or whatever, all that other sort of jazz, and it doesn't screw over somebody else. Because, and to speak in, again, with reference to the same analogy, it seems as though a lot of times You know, people are like, yo, where we are currently is so fucking shitty. Just get on the bus. And, you know, and everybody's talking about how, you know, they want this and they want that. They're fighting for this particular cause, blah, blah, blah. But in actuality, I guess the approach is, you know, it doesn't matter. Just keep driving straight. Wherever the fuck we land is wherever the fuck we land. And, you know, if we mess around and end up in another destination where, you know, somebody's still getting screwed over, but it's just a different set of people, then we didn't really do anything. You know, nothing was really accomplished. All right. All we did was just shift. All we did was really shift the hurt or the whatever from one side to another. We just kicked the can down the road or something like that. So it was good to see that. Cause this right here, yeah, Asian, and not only that, Asian Doll was definitely, she was talking the whole, like, unapologetically, like, yeah, no, I'm having this party. It's gonna be Indian themed, blah blah blah, yada yada yada. And what I do know is this: and I'm gonna use this specific example, right? Because there's been a couple instances here on campus where there's been like. In particularly, there's been like a couple white girls wearing they got box braids or they got cornrows, right? And a lot of times when it comes to the only thing I just shake my head or whatever whenever I hear much of anything, just because nothing really surprises me. People just do people type shit. So it doesn't really surprise me much of any. But of course, you know, I definitely hear and take note of the, you know, why the fuck are they doing this? Who the fuck okay? Like, which one of the black friends okay this shit? This shit ain't it. Blah, blah, blah. Blase, blase. All that other type of stuff. And you know what? And it's reasonable. It's just, and I hear them. And I feel them. And I understand. And I think so. I was like, yeah, no, I necessarily, I don't quite think that they should be doing that. But I'll say this. I hear it, I see the principle, I see the ruling. It just needs to be applied evenly. It just needs to be applied overall. All right, and I tell you this, I would have had a different tone coming into this conversation if I'd have read this article and Asian Doll is doing this Indian theme party or whatever, blah blah blah, and there was nobody saying nothing. That would have been, then I'd have came in and I'd have said something, because I tell you, because again, had it have been anybody, let alone somebody who's white, culturally appropriating our culture, then I tell you one thing's for sure, it's definitely there's gonna be noise and backlash behind that, justifiably so, and I'm right behind them on that. But like I said, it needs to be kept. That same ruling, that same method, that same thing, that same concept, that same doctrine needs to be applied evenly. Otherwise, what the fuck are we doing this shit for? Really, what the fuck are we doing this shit for? The only thing is really is that it just seemed like if people are going through for the sake of, I just don't want to get hit, you know, me or whatever, I just don't want to get hit with it. All we doing is just saying, fuck it, I don't want to get hit with the draw 4, the draw 2, and the Uno card. Put that shit back in the deck, let me fucking get it, and let me hit somebody else with it. That's all we really fucking doing. Alright, so y'all just keep that in mind. Alright, again, those are my thoughts and considerations. I'm just glad that you know, this is that. Now, it sucks because they probably still gonna fuck around and go through with it. Like, not, I said they, Asian Doll still gonna go through with it. That's what sucks. I don't quite know how the Indian community feels about this. I don't think the Asian Doll should. I think she should choose something else. You know, maybe something that's not culturally appropriating or going to offend anybody. If these are the rules that we are going to go by, then yeah, please choose something else. But hell, like I said, people are going to do what people like to do. So, damn. Now, granted, we did go for a little bit of time. Now, but I don't know. You know what? Maybe we got to step it up, man. Because that's all that I have for now. We gonna come back. We gonna double back on Thursday. But damn, I'm looking at the time. It's almost 1:30. But you know, I don't know. Maybe maybe I might come through. Maybe I might up it up, and I might, do 3 hot topics next time. I don't know. We'll see. But let me go ahead. This is the final piece. This is the final stuff. All right. Let's go ahead and play the music. Cue the music, DJ. Excuse me. And y'all know when I said that, I was drinking all the water and I feel like I gotta pee. Yeah, it came. It's right here. I gotta pee. I gotta pee, man. And it's bad because I'm still gonna keep drinking this water too. Okay, but anyway, y'all, thank y'all so much for coming through. Thank y'all so much for being here. Thank y'all for your support, your attention, your energy. I know that I mentioned I already did this, earlier, in my Excel version. I already did it for y'all, for whoever it is that's tuning in and watching this. All right, but let's see, what else? Yo, y'all, again, if y'all enjoyed, even for my people on the podcast kingdoms, y'all leave a like, y'all stay coming through, y'all stay pulling up, all right? Y'all share, y'all comment, y'all subscribe, all right? Y'all also make sure that you follow me on social media. I keep talking so fast. Let me slow down. Y'all make sure that y'all follow me on social media, alright? All my information will be left down in the description below. And most importantly, y'all make sure that y'all stay tuned, stay tapped in, and stay locked in, because the juice will never stop dripping, alright? Now, by the end of this week, we're going to do our best to get over 1,000 videos. And we also will do our best to get over 30 episodes for the Royal High Table. So a little something, man. We got goals, and you know what? We pretty well on. We pretty well on to reach it. So, thank y'all so much again, and you know what? I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace and bees.